That poor pussy.
You can't see that.
What about the 10 seconds, buddy?
10 seconds.
One in the
You
wrong.
Did you know that word is actually allowed? I have heard it in many monetized videos. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons. And please go watch our anus talk just prior to this, because it was chock full of very sensitive people.
They had a weird energy.
So, where we I think we're going to be having Jill in here with us, whether she plays or not. She'll at least come by for a visit. We do need Tyler to be in here.
Yeah.
Because where we left off was
him.
Really his thing. But anyway, so it was at the very least a 3-day hike back to the Clarolano Empire from the tower. Everyone that you were sent there to get was still alive, tragically or otherwise, depending on your view of who they were. Out of the 3 days, you guys got through at least one of them with no issues whatsoever. The start of the second day, you started entering the territory for the Empire's farmland. They're a very expansive farmland. Vidar had a small conversation with Latha, but was able to, in his mind, put at least a couple things to rest, knowing that the last few months she's powwowed around with Trock had been removed from her memory altogether. And then a couple of you, very luckily, with your crazy perception rolls, saw what looked like a chessboard configuration pattern that stretched hundreds of feet in every direction just suddenly appear on the pathway out in the farmland. In trying to get around it, you realized you couldn't, and then the garrison's idea was to send Trock in first, which he didn't argue, he just went in. And actually, by the way, the reason why he got injured at the end, I had him rolling to see if he could tell which one was good or not. And since you guys wanted him to lead, that was... Yeah, they're home and almost ready. That was you guys putting your lives in his hand, which, bravo, by the way, because a lot of you hate him, so that was actually kind of funny. Everyone made it through the grid, injured or otherwise. Latha took some damage, which she is still bleeding. Yorick's mother took some damage. Trock took a little bit. Zapharax took a little bit. There was one tragedy by the end of that, which was Marcus, Yorick's father, who got blown to pieces and mangled, killed. Yorick and Malador, by the way, Yorick decided to open the book and teleport, trying to use teleport to get past the grid. And he ended up teleporting you and himself, Malador and himself, to about 100 feet outside of the walls of the Clarolano Empire, right outside the front gate. Up on the wall, he noticed that every single ballista and like artillery was manned and armed and ready to fire. That was to the left. To the right, over the horizon, you both started seeing rows and rows and rows of figures coming over as an army marching toward the Empire. The last thing that he saw prior to both of you vanishing and going back to the team was a giant mutated wyvern, very skinny serpent-like dragon, but not a dragon face. The same one as the kind of creature you guys fought in the temple, where it was literally just a mouth with an eyeball in it, and just massive dragon wings carrying both Ellenwyn Crow and a creature he recognized. Actually, I don't know. Most of you would. Cammy wouldn't. Steven wouldn't.
Would I?
No. You don't know who Octavius is.
Would I have been told?
Probably. I'm talking about recognizing though. I think you would have been
Ah.
told. I don't know if they talked to you about him at all in like passing, but I do know.
Well, probably when whoever saw the
Yeah.
people that were happening, we'd probably been like, okay, so these are the people who were there.
Yeah,
And
but
then we would have told Cammy who Octavius
that was just prior, and then Malador and Yorick were teleported back to the group where you guys were all discussing on how to best deal with the loss of Marcus. Carlette offered to turn him. Yorick's mother said no. And then you guys were in the middle of a discussion on how to handle it so that you could get your reward at the Empire, which, you know what? That was the quest you went on. So you're doing what you think is best. But he appeared right at that moment, saw that his father was mangled, saw his mother leaning over him, turned to you guys and said that he had big news, very nervous and shaken up, and that's where we ended. So because he's not here, hopefully they come in soon because I really do not want to take this part away from him. What we're going to do instead, Malador.
Yeah. I had a fucking idea. that
The
you're
moment-
gonna love,
The
Gary.
moment you teleport back in, not only was it odd to you to be teleported out, because going on the teleportation circle, using the actual teleport spell, those are weird in their own
There he
right.
is.
Those are weird in their own right. But the hello,
Oh,
Jill.
Jill!
We missed you. Thank you
Hey,
for being here.
bitches!
That's us. We're bitches.
Yay.
The teleport spell in its own right is weird and funky to use. It has this strange way of taking all the matter and all the atoms and just stretching them, and that's kind of what teleport is. It's shrinking them, it's stretching them, and it's pushing you through space and time. The one about his book is it's literally like the reverse of that feeling. So rather than feeling like you're being stretched and pulled, you're being crushed into like the smallest space possible and pushed through time. His book is very it's like catastrophic. It loves to take the weirdest of things and make them worse. So not only were you fuzzy about that part, only the second time being teleported by his book, by the way, because the first time was the Cyclops village,
Mhm.
where it was an actual teleport and not just a fuck up.
I was teleported
Um,
before. I was grabbed and teleported from falling out of the water.
Was that from his book or something
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, his book
Okay.
had the hands that came and grab us. I fell in the
Oh
water.
God,
and-
we're talking about the book again.
I do need Malador. I am going to need a perception check from you, by the way, to
Why?
so that I can tell you how much you saw of the approaching army.
Oh,
Oh, because your dad's dead.
that's fucking awesome. Just,
That his dad's dead? Yeah.
That's
Yes, it
fucking
is.
awesome.
Of course.
I
Keep
got
up.
a
Emotional voice.
5 plus something.
Okay.
5 plus 6.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't see much. Malador would have blinked
I'm gonna be.
by the Empire with Yorick and looked up at all of the ballista and all the weapons and like, hey, that's cool. And before the fuzzy wore off and he was able to notice what Yorick noticed, you guys were teleported back to the group. However,
I do notice Octavius and
no,
no.
you saw all the ballista up on the wall and then were teleported back to the group.
Okay.
With that kind of a roll, no, you noticed all the ballista and all the arms and got kind of excited, and that was all you were able to out of the fuzziness. Malador, when you get back to the group, something will be immediately noticed by you and by Garrison, who has crazy passive perception, and actually Vidar as well. Because even though Vidar is in the middle of the conversation on what to do with Marcus, he's not fully immersed in like Steven and Cammy are.
I'm just saying, I could do a thing.
Malador, when you get back, just the fuzziness of the teleport, the idea that all these arms of this empire that you're going back to are manned and ready to go for something. Yorick is now nervous and freaking out. You notice someone dead that you don't really recognize. The rider abandoned you in the temple. While everyone was kind of fucking around during the travels, you cast Identify on your Ellenwyn Crow cards, and much to your disappointment, they just turned into a normal deck of many things. All of that disappointment hits you all at once until you look down at your hand and you see a tattoo there you've never seen before. It's a dragon wing.
Oh, shit.
Steven's pissed.
Oddly similar to Zapharax. A black wormling dragon wing tattooed on your hand. And you feel a strange connection to it.
I
that
have
you
an
can't
I have
quite
a,
explain yet.
I have an under table question.
Mm-hmm. You
Under.
mean
Now
above? Above table?
Yeah, we're under it this time. We gotta like literally.
I'm kicking
What are
you.
you doing under the table?
I'm kicking you.
He's trying to get extra stuff from me.
No,
do you
I'm
happen to
asking
be in the
what
White
you
House
know.
during
Are
Bill
you the
Clinton's
one under the
presidency?
table?
What's up?
Would he know to touch other things to gain the tattoos? Am I gonna have to find that out?
You're gonna have to find that out.
Because like, I don't know how he would figure that out. 'Cause I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, no, you'll figure it. I know it's a very short amount of time, but we did have to change something, and I'm giving you
Yeah.
that one to start with. But
Okay. Because I want to add one. He doesn't know how to add.
I got you. I'm sure you'll stumble across it somehow. Yorick,
Specifically when I touch Garrison.
you were about
You're gonna
you
touch
you
Garrison.
you teleported back near the group. They were all still discussing what to do with your dead. Seeing Ellenwyn Crow and Octavius on the back of a wyvern, and at the same time seeing the mangled body of Marcus. We left off with you about to tell the group what you saw out there.
Oh, there's my dice.
I need to scoot over into the frame. You can turn the frame away from me as I shove this in my face, you know.
That's okay.
It's on character.
I cannot believe what I just heard. I can't believe what I just saw either.
I saw some cool ballistas. What happened?
Did I just come back to you guys discussing how to continue getting the reward and how you can try to replace my father?
I wasn't here, man.
No.
Well, no.
I'm looking eagle eyes at Garrison. He's
Can I
got
make a
the
deception
most,
check?
He's got the most.
Yeah.
He's got the most sarcastic, like who's in the wrong now look.
Can I make a deception check to lie to Yorick about?
Well, you only need
You
to
can
do something that
certainly
makes
try.
an insight check.
Okay, I'll try.
You can certainly try.
Okay, and I get advantage on it because I have.
Yeah.
26.
I am also lying to him, but I don't. It's
I mean,
Up to him.
you can roll insight, Yorick, if you want to go against it.
Well, considering I just rolled a nat 20 for 24.
for one of them.
Okay,
But his 26 still beats it.
it's because
Yeah.
nat 20s on skill checks
On
don't
skill
matter.
checks don't matter.
However, he only beat it by 2, so that's a slight. You're not being as deceptive as you want to be. Let me just put
He
it that
said
way.
one word. He said no.
No.
But there's an underlying like he might be full of shit.
Oh, I have deception because That.
So you all didn't really get a chance to know him. But there's a man laying here in a pool of his own blood with his wife sobbing directly over him. And all you guys are talking about is trying to just get the reward.
I mean, we can't really do anything about it.
I
I
mean,
wasn't here, man.
Did anybody even attempt to try to,
Yes.
or
I tried to heal him, and I checked for that amulet because I remember when you went down, you had that amulet thing.
Oh,
and
this
it,
amulet?
you don't have it.
Not. There was 2 amulets. I still
Oh,
have
that
the
one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is the amulet they were talking about.
I
The
checked
one
for
that Yorick had on when he was dying.
That's
yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
checked
true.
for that thing because maybe he had it. Family
Oh
relations.
yeah, you guys weren't supposed to know I have this. My bad.
Garrison
Malidor.
Garrison turns to you and puts one of his hands on your shoulder and says, "To be fair, they did try, and that red-headed bitch who seems to come and go when it's most convenient did offer to turn him. Your mom said no."
Garrison, when do I get to kill her?
Garrison, when do I get to kill her?
Hey, you're
You
the sex
don't.
buddies.
Yorick's gonna pull away and just shake his head? Mom, wrap
She
and take him as far away from here as possible. There's an army on the horizon, and this is going to get very, very messy.
Trot kind
Ellen
of
Monroe is at the head of this charge.
I thought we killed her.
No.
Did too.
Well, this calls for a smoke.
Trot kind of steps up, and Yorick and Vidar, this is actually you've never actually seen Trot break character out of his pervy, tough exterior. But as he approaches the group from the far end of where he first had Yorick's mother out there trying to aid her before she ran up to Marcus, you see a sadness kind of creeping over him. And it's strange because you've never seen him be anything other than angry or pervy or ready to fight, but he's kind of sharing in the loss. And he approaches the group, but you also see him kind of taking caution, where he's not just rolling his shoulders going up. He's slowly approaching the group and looks to Yorick. "I know you don't trust me, but it's either me or what this pale guy said, that redheaded bitch. I can take these two and protect them. You won't have me out there for whatever this is, but they will stay. She will be safe. Is there anywhere you want me to bring him for now?"
Can I be completely honest with you, Trock? This might have never happened if you weren't with them in the first place.
No, it's not his fault.
I mean, he's not
Because
entirely wrong.
you had a choice to come with us back in Coast City, and you chose to stay in that sex hole.
I'm just surprised you didn't. Anyway,
Why?
listen. We're getting off topic. There's a dead guy here, and according to him, there's an army coming. Do you want me to keep your mother safe and bring your dad somewhere where you can bury him later? I'm leaving this up to you. Either I go fight with you guys, or I take them with me.
As much of an asset as you can be to us on the battlefield. I want you to protect my mother. I can't risk losing her as well. Take her and
You got it.
take them back to.
Take them to the Crook House. They'll be safe there.
back to Coast City.
Yeah.
Like a month.
I might have a better spot. I'll send word for you once we get there.
Should probably tell us now so we don't have to, you know, beck and call and find.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
Your mom actually stands up and she goes over and doesn't really hug Chalk. She really can't even like fit her arms around him, but she just kind of like curls up and gets next to him. And then he very, very gently puts his giant arms underneath Marcus and picks him up. As he's lifting him up off the ground, I mean, like there's pieces of his, like the fabric of his clothes are just kind of like peeling off and hitting the desert floor underneath him. The leg that is still a full leg, like part of the shoe along with a couple of toes falls off. Like he's burnt and messy. And he's trying to pick this body up as gently as he can, and hopefully it doesn't break in his hands. But he picks him up and looks at Yorick once again. Do you want to say goodbye to him or anything?
It's okay. I've got a friend that I can talk to about that.
Okay. And he turns and he goes, and you actually see him like disappear further into the farmland of the Empire. He just starts walking, leaving his big ass footprints in the farmland, just disappears eventually out of your sight. He just goes and goes and goes until you can no longer see him.
Now, you guys can continue sitting here yapping about how you want to collect the reward, but I personally have a witch to hunt. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, Yorick, I'm with you. I'm going with you, Yorick.
Fine.
I won't let you die alone like he did.
Tyler, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, it's coming in choppy.
Fine. You do whatever. I'm gonna just...
I understand. Let's go. Hey, Garrison! Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't see you again, it was nice knowing you.
Oh, I'm going with you guys. I'm not missing out on fighting. Are you kidding me?
Let's go then.
So, Yorick, as you turn, because Malador's still kind of facing the team to talk to Garrison, as you turn, your book once again shakes in the bag.
Not.
I'm gonna open it up and take it out.
Take it out and open it up, or open it up and take it out.
I'm gonna open my bag, take out the book, and let it open.
I was just being a smartass. So as you open it up, I mean, it's kind of like you entered the like the cartoon version of the library in the Page Master. You open it up, and it's like you opened it up to the lightning spell or some kind of a storm. You open, and there's just a dark cloud that lifts up off the page. And a single yellow lightning bolt, just jagged through the air, anime style, hits the ground about 5 feet to your left. And what appears is a poof of smoke, and then a frazzled red panda, who was once again disturbed from her dull but calm shaman life at home.
Merida!
Hi.
How you doing? Mouther's gonna run over and pick her up. How How you been?
Fluffies.
He's looking. He's. How you been?
And I'm here. Why?
I don't know. Yorick brought you here.
So,
You're going to fight with Elo and Crow.
so Merida, keep in
Shaking
mind.
around.
So Merida, keep in mind. This is 2 days after. This is 2 days after you appeared in the temple to fight those weird creatures and those, and then went away.
You know what?
It went.
And then went away, and then you appear again in the middle of a desert with some trees around and some sounds like work going on behind you, and just your team, and blood on the ground and being shaken by a red tiefling through the air. 2 days of bliss, and now you're back.
Stuck with us. You'll never
feel
get
like-
away.
I feel like we should be more concerned about the army.
Congratulations. Merida just got drafted.
I have disabilities. This is bullshit.
Oh my god, she really did.
Which you kind of did, yeah.
Welcome to army.
So part of the recruitment process was she had to come out and fight a weird dragon creature. And then she got accepted. So now she's back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what would you guys like to do? You do know from proximity, you are at least an 8-hour journey from the Empire, from the front door of the Empire. Yorick, from the proximity of where they were coming up, from where you and Malador were, where you saw them before you vanished out, you know that they are at the most 8 hours from the front door. You guys are at the least 8 hours from the front door. So there is a chance you guys could actually meet, but chances are you're going to meet right at the wall if everything goes well. Now, you guys can travel at a slow pace to conserve energy and be able to walk for a longer period of time. You can walk at a normal pace, which is the full 8 hours, or you can walk at a fast pace and get there quicker, but the fast pace risks con saves and exhaustion. So it depends on how you guys want to travel. Now, of course, Garrison could just go and be there before fucking anybody because he's 140 feet a turn. Actually,
I can just go horse.
Malador is a rogue, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's your movement speed?
I think it's shitty if I'm being completely honest.
Is it
Go with
still 30?
40.
Is it 40? You can go 120 a turn.
Oh.
Rogues can use a bonus action to go
Oh.
even further.
Oh, I'm fine then.
Rogues can actually do their movement 3 times in a turn. You could have been keeping up with Garrison the whole time. We just haven't
didn't
been
know
using
that.
it. Yeah, we haven't been using it.
Bonus action dash.
You're focused on your barbarian.
He was focused on the rider. He didn't care.
Yeah, because you could literally, you as a rogue in combat, you could do your movement, bonus action dash, and still be able to fight.
Yeah.
Unlike everyone else, that would be the end of their turn.
Because we take the dash action.
Yeah, like you could go 80 feet
Yeah.
and still fight.
Did
Funny
Hank
that-
ever back?
Hank,
I thought Hank was
No.
eaten.
no, Hank wasn't eaten. He was messing around with real squirrels, and Darling was kind of clocking him, but Vidar kept telling her not to do it.
I know.
Now, Bessie.
Yorick, I know this isn't the greatest time, but can you tell me what this is?
He holds up his hand, and it's a deep-seated but looks like a fresh black wormling dragon tattoo. It, like the wing covers like parts. The spikes of the wings go onto his fingers.
It just appeared after I came out of your portal.
Interesting.
Can you here? He just gives him his hand.
You got like a spider web on your hand.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check
Go
just
ahead.
to See if there's any magical properties about it.
I would say absolutely.
Oh, he hasn't rolled yet.
Let's fucking go.
Bet.
Nat 24, 26.
Is that like your second natural 20 in a row?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you burning
That's
them all before
crazy.
you need them? Okay, that's cool. Everyone should just roll their 20s out now so that you don't have them.
Yeah.
when you need them.
Speaking of rolling our 20s out, I need to do my roll for my. Okay.
Oh yeah, Cammy, make sure you have your 2
I have them.
roll because
You are
you've done
so
I
long
rolled them
rests
last
already.
time and I didn't use them. Did we long rest right now? After the
Yes, we did.
after
You guys
the
are
the checkers?
well no, I don't think you used any on that. You didn't.
No.
And you've had a
I
long
didn't.
rest prior too, so you're fine.
Yeah.
But no, it's still like because you guys only traveled for about 2 hours. You woke up at about 6 o'clock in the morning. You traveled for 2 hours to get to this grid. And I would say at this point, through everything that's happened, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. So you're nowhere near a long rest right now, unless you guys chose to take one just because. But Yorick, you examine his hand, and I mean, it's immediately, you can immediately tell that there's something magical in nature about it. You can feel it like it's an actual tattoo, but then there's parts of it that your fingers just kind of drift through. Like there's parts of it that you can feel above the tattoo as kind of like a static, and then the actual tattoo itself.
It kind of looks like Zathorax, don't it?
There's an odd similarity there.
I'm gonna touch your dragon.
Pinky.
I think it's a good idea.
Not in front of Big Spoon.
I don't know, Vidar's last since, or red is the new black, or something.
Well, I
like
mean,
that.
are you gonna touch his dragon or Zathorax?
His dragon. No, his Zathorax.
That's a weird name for it.
That's yeah. I was gonna say, are you gonna touch his dragon or Zathorax? Because if it's his dragon, Angry
Yorick,
Big
calm
Spoon
your
movie.
fucking beast so it doesn't eat me.
Well, first of all, she's not a beast.
I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying,
She's just a baby.
Yeah, I get it. Make sure you fight me, please.
All right, fine.
He's gonna slowly.
you don't have to roll for this. She's
Okay.
been with you long
Oh.
enough.
He's gonna go ahead and try.
So as you approach, Malador, you don't notice this because your hand's away from you, but Yorick, he's approaching your animal. The closer he gets to it, the tattoo actually starts to lift off of his hand, like projection. You start seeing like mirror images of the tattoo lift off his hand. 1,
Oh shit.
2, 3, 4, and just this weird haze in between each one. And it just gets closer and closer and closer to Zathorax. And she's not moving. She's actually just like looking straight at the hand, almost mesmerized.
Be friends.
Interesting.
And it reaches out right to her, like covers her nose and her mouth. She takes a step forward, and this projection image shoots out and covers the entirety of Zathorax and pulls her right into his hand.
Did you just... Where
How
did
to
she go?
steal your
I didn't
dragon.
do it on purpose.
He just Pokemoned your dragon.
Garrison, come here. Garrison, come here. Come here.
All right.
Come here.
Malador,
I'm just gonna forehead him.
Malador,
Just
Nothing. Can you not touch me, please. I don't know where your hands have
Sorry.
been.
Sorry, I was trying to see.
Can you get the fuck away from me, bro?
Well, Yorick, I didn't mean to steal your dragon. Out.
Well-
You did? You did that?
Out.
She pops back out, same manner she went in. Comes out as a haze, like projector screen, and there's your dragon with a poof of sand around her. And she just kind of shakes it off, flaps her wings a little bit,
Where does
walks
she
away.
go?
Just starts trotting off.
Is there anything physically different about her? Like, does she have any new markings or?
She has. Oh, make a perception check.
I'll make a perception check too.
Why
You
couldn't
didn't
it be
ask,
the
sir.
other way around? Why
That,
couldn't the dragon Pokemon Malador?
That would have been very funny.
That would have been funny.
Malador, Cammy is trying to look at your hand, but like trying to keep a distance, but like also, what the fuck just happened?
Didn't hear you, Tyler.
21.
21. As she's trotting off, you notice a couple of things. Number one, the moment she popped out of his hand, she looked over at you, but it wasn't the same, like, you're my dad look. It was just kind of like a more free, I'm going to go this way now without permission look. And as she's trotting
Come
away,
here.
you notice a couple of things. Down her spine, all the way down her spine, from the tip of her nose all the way through to the tail, and even the spike that's on the back of it has a hint of red, similar to Malador's tiefling skin.
Dragon.
Malador just stole your dragon.
And along the like the, what would you call them, bones in the wings, or is that cartilage, or whatever the fuck those are
It's bones.
in the dragon wings, the bones. You see the same red line, like a race car lines going up the wings and down the spine. The same red that makes up Malador's tiefling skin. Yeah, he took your dragon.
Come here, Zephyrax.
I need you to remove her from your extra companion.
Oh my God.
I
That's
didn't mean to.
crazy.
And Malador, I need you to go onto your sheet over to extras and get a young black dragon onto
Why
your
does
companion.
Malador get
Malador
everything?
gets
bro?
everything.
And he gets Yorick's dragon.
I didn't do
And
it.
if it's
my
not
dragon.
his, then he steals it. It's gonna fucking take my portent rolls.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna take that net.
hey, Vidar has the symbiote now, so
Yeah,
No.
after a
Malador
very
giveth
begrudging
and Malador
Malador.
taketh.
Well, at least I have Hank.
You said black
No.
dragon? What about a black dragon?
a young black dragon. So one step above Wormling.
Found it.
Add it. Name it whatever you feel like naming it.
I'm not gonna rename Zephyrax.
Okay.
Dan.
You know how rude that is?
Bob.
Sean.
Sean. Oh
Spelled
God.
phonetically.
Keith. Name it Keith. Name
Oh,
her
no, it's
Keith. Yes. Name her Keith.
Yes,
Yes.
go back in my hand.
Malador Jr.
So she's trotting away. You say sorry, hold your hand out and say come back. And just once again, just goes right back into your hand. No question.
I'm so sorry, Yorick.
No, you're not. Look at your
No.
face. Insight check.
I mean, yeah, you can roll if you want.
First my father, now my dragon.
10.
Just wait till something happens to the big spoon.
Even with
I'm
the
taking
smile,
him next, bitch.
even with the smile, he sounds pretty genuine. More nervous than anything, but genuine. That he is actually sorry. You can't really tell. He sounds genuine. This is mine. He comes out of my hand.
Is mine. He's sleeping.
French fry, who loves attention but hates attention. Get out of here.
His name is Pan.
So we should. Yark, you ready?
I guess.
Okay.
I can't buy it.
So, yeah, the book is still hovering within arm's reach of you. It has flipped to the teleport page, and now it's just kind of drifting and rocking in the air.
That would be useful.
That would be.
Yark.
But before we go on our little teleport adventure, Vidar.
Oh,
Vidar.
Did Vidar fall asleep?
Probably.
Vidar.
Vidar.
Earth to
Spittoon.
Christian,
What's up? What's up?
We need you.
turn
I'm
off
here.
the Pornhub.
I'm here, man.
Good morning, Starshine.
Visit my Sensual Secrets on your own time.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's happening?
Okay, I've still got your diamond.
Oh yeah. Can I have that back, please?
No.
Why?
So this thing is like one of those things that's so powerful, like no one should be allowed to have this. Before Yorick showed up, I was gonna smash it. I'm being completely honest. I was getting ready to just hurl it at the ground as hard as I could.
What you got?
I am not telling you. If this thing is
That.
too much power for anyone, good or evil, it should not, like, this should not be a thing that anyone should be able to have.
I kind
You
of
have
want
it.
No, you don't. No.
No.
Yeah, I was just about to break it.
We'll go ahead and break it.
No. Except
Hi.
The panda has
something
something
to
to
say,
say,
Yeah,
damn it.
Panda.
I will break your face. Hand it over.
No. But the circumstances have changed with
Cigars.
Yorick's arrival, and now we have Ellen and Crow to deal with.
Play that game. All right.
Vidar,
Okay.
I'll tell you what this is and how to use it if you let me cast Zone of Truth, and you'll promise that you'll only use it on Ellen Wynn and you'll destroy it right after.
All right. We're gonna play that game. Ciao.
I know
That's
why
not-
Meredith's
yeah.
so pissed too.
Yep.
Okay.
That just,
No, she
that
got the
just occurred
laptop.
to me. That just occurred to me. I know why she's so pissed off right
Yeah.
now.
I'm gonna Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Is that a warlock? Okay, no, that's a bard. Spell slot.
What's the distance on Zone of Truth, and is it more than one person?
Yeah,
6
it's an area of
feet, and it's
effect.
an area
It's
of
a safe
15
throw.
feet.
Do they
Sphere
have to roll? Do they have to roll against it?
Yes. You do.
Yes.
It's a saving throw.
Well, I can choose to fail it,
You can choose to fail it.
which I'm going to choose to fail it.
Okay.
I'm not.
Now,
What's the save?
before you do it, just remember, as long as you feel it's the truth, it's the truth. Doesn't have to be
Can't be
100%.
a deliberate lie.
Cannot be a deliberate lie, but it doesn't have to be the full truth either.
Why am I going to lie? Who am I going to use this against?
I'm just saying. Oh, you're talking to him.
Yeah.
What's the check to go against that?
What's the
I don't
DC?
want these on a truth.
It's a wisdom.
Is it
Just-
wisdom?
Just step out of the zone.
Charisma.
That's all you got to do.
Just step out of the
Charisma?
zone, then you
Just
don't have to
back
worry
up.
about it.
Take like a one step back, and y'all are good. Easy.
Yeah, basically. Anyways,
Step.
Vidar,
People-
are you
people just
only
wanna
going
roll.
to use this on Ellen Wynn and destroy it immediately after we kill her?
If that is what you want me to do, then yes.
Okay.
All right. So
What does this do?
I'm going to hand it over to him.
I'm going to pick it up.
You
I
say,
just
do
I
you want me-
swear to God, if you don't tell us what
do you,
it
do you want me
does,
to say it out
blue
loud
balls.
or
I'd rather
Does Judd-
not.
Does Judd know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I cast Identify on it.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
can you send it
I'm
to
gonna
me?
send it to you. I'll send it to you in chat.
That's
Christian.
so stupid.
Wait.
No, send it to me in my DM.
You're not. You're just gonna. How
Yeah.
are you gonna?
I'm just gonna take it and find out. for
How is
myself.
Steven gonna? How is Steven saying it to Vidar though?
What do you mean?
I can whisper it,
You can whisper.
except
Garrison will
Garrison's
know.
gonna hear. But it's Garrison. What's he gonna do?
He's got
I might
vampire.
go back
I'm
into
gonna
the
have
zone
sex
of
with
truth
the
for
lady
that.
to get powers guy.
Can I try and sneak back into the zone of truth to like eavesdrop?
You'll have to roll.
Well, yeah, that's fine. It's a game about dice.
Unless he's already dropped the zone.
Well, I already failed the zone. I just want to sneak up next to him. So then I can eavesdrop on what they're saying.
Oh, okay, there it is.
So it would probably be a
Oh.
stealth and then a perception.
Yes, it
Malador,
would.
hold on. Vidar's gonna turn to Malador real quick and be like, "You can't fly, right?"
No, not anymore.
I'm gonna grab Steven and fly and dash 60 feet straight into the air.
There you
I
go.
didn't even get to roll my stealth.
It wouldn't matter anyway.
Nope.
You have
Nope.
no idea. You would have had no idea that I would have done that.
I know Malador.
That's
I'm
a
getting away from
gamer.
Malador. I'm getting away from Malador. I'm not getting away from Cammy. I'm getting away from Malador.
I cast levitate.
I don't care. I don't like honestly. I do not care if Cammy hears. I am trying to
Okay.
get away from Malador.
So while you guys are all up in the air, so Steven knows it. Vidar, I sent it to you, and Cammy, I will send it to you now since they
Yay.
don't care.
You know what? I'm pulling a deck of random mini thing cards. I'm just pulling one.
You just pulling one?
There you
Yeah, I'm
go.
just pulling one.
Bro's
I'm
about to
causing
lose
chaos.
everything again.
What does this do?
Merida, what are you doing?
Ooh.
Because when
Okay.
Oh,
he did this handoff, you immediately recognized what that was.
Yeah, no one was listening to me at all.
I pulled the key card, a magic weapon
Should
that
maybe get a
that the
better
player is
mic.
proficient in with appears in their hand. The GM selects the weapon whose rarity level is rare or higher.
Do what now?
I get a magic weapon rare or higher.
Okay. Is it permanent or just
Yeah,
for an action?
It's permanent.
You get a magic weapon rare or higher.
Yep.
Go on and
I
choose
pulled the
one.
key card.
Well, I
Ooh.
think you choose it.
I could choose
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
It says the GM.
Long as it's rare, and
I can pick anything.
Oh my
You
God.
pick what
Don't
you pick what you want. You tell me what it is, and I'll look at it.
GM discretion.
That's you.
But I'm not gonna go in and choose it. Just
Okay.
pick it, send it, and I'll tell you if you can have it or not. That's what the card says.
with my so after he tells me and I fly back down and drop him on the ground, can my passive 19 perception see Merida's reaction to seeing this thing?
You saw it. You saw her reaction the moment he took it out and started talking about it.
I'm gonna walk over to her and just kind of hold it in between my finger and my thumb and hold it up and be like, "You know what this is?"
It's the only thing left that belonged to me and my sister.
Belong to you and your sister?
That's the one thing left
That's the one
of
thing.
my
left.
sister's death from that man.
I thought this was from
That's
Elowin's body.
Belongs to
That's
me.
kind of that's along the. I'm sorry to. That's along the lines. Is like Yorick call. You know what? You guys do this in RP. I'm not gonna ruin it.
I thought this came from Elowin's body. I didn't know this came from your sister's body.
That is the only thing that is left from
Do
the
you-
reason that my sister is dead.
I 100% get that. Do you know what this does?
Yes.
Vidar's gonna hand it over to Merida.
Okay.
Thank you. I will make sure it stays in proper protection.
I put it in my
I-
backpack. Can I have that?
I trust you.
Jill, Merida, I sent you what it does. Malador, you said you chose one?
I put it in my backpack. Can I have that?
I'm checking.
If I had known, I would have given it to you much earlier, but I thought it was from Elowin's body.
It was the only thing that was left between the fight that caused my sister's death
Mhm,
and what we thought was the end of her.
mhm.
But obviously, and then she's gonna angrily dart like daggers over at Yorick. Obviously, we were wrong. However, and then she'll look back at Vidar. I will have this in safekeeping within my village, and it will stay within my village and go nowhere. You have my word.
I appreciate it.
And then she will hold it into her paw, take a deep breath, and then put it into down into her pocket of keeping.
Okay. Merida, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
Cool and normal. I love that.
I get to finish.
Okay, yeah, Jake, that's fine.
Okay, cool, awesome.
I just read through it.
Let me have that.
Not well, yes and no. I
It's
mean,
got
I let
statistics to it. That's what makes it fair.
yeah, it does. It has and I let Garrison have the Vorpal sword for Christ's sake. Which that's been the bane of my existence too.
Daddy?
Cool as shit, but like he cut the head off of a blue dragon, okay? Like, come on.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's pretty badass.
What did you roll on that, Merida?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I don't have
Sorry.
to cast Identify to know what it does, right? I just know.
No.
Nice day.
You just
Okay,
know.
cool.
According to the card, you just know.
Awesome. I can send you this website so you can know what my cards are.
I'm good.
Not
I
I'll
know.
send it to you.
I already have the website. It's a deck
Oh.
of many things. I know what that is.
Yeah.
That's a 23, sir.
Okay. Never mind. All right. So you put it safely in your pocket.
I hate when he does that.
That was the only thing I wanted.
Oops,
This
there he
entire
goes.
campaign was
Guys, we probably shouldn't be wasting time like this. We should get
Yeah,
going.
there's an army.
Oh, Goober came back.
Yeah, sorry.
What happened, Goober?
I had to reload Skype.
Uh-oh. I hate
Uh-oh.
Porn will do that to you.
Yorick, open the book. Just do it.
There's no porn on my computer.
Uh-huh.
Make a deception check.
Wait, my computer
it so-
screen just went black. Okay, it's back.
The porn.
Make a deception check. Yeah. Well, you
21.
mentioned-
I don't
Maybe-
believe you. You still
maybe
have
I
porn on your
believe you.
shit.
Insight check.
But yeah, no. Yorick, the book again is still hovering in the air on the teleport spell. It's just kind of like rocking back and forth. Almost like your book is doing a little dance in the air as you guys just exchanged all these words.
So, Merida, being the smartass that she is, she's gonna walk up to the book, look over her shoulder. Well, we doing this or not? And then she's gonna touch her paw onto the book.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Maldor was still carrying you.
He's just.
No.
Maldor just
No,
he
'cause,
never
yeah,
put her
she-
down.
Oh
She
yeah,
just
it's
had
true.
an entire
Oh,
interaction.
he'll walk over and let
No,
her do
we-
this. He knew what was gonna happen.
So that entire anger interaction was up in the air while Malador.
Was
I mean,
while
if we're
abuse was
saying
happening.
that.
Right.
Kicking back and forth, just
Yeah.
no!
Yeah. He was like,
Were you trying to make me seem taller because I'm so tiny?
Yes.
Merida,
Yeah.
I need a 100 roll. You can do it on Beyond or use a percentage die and a 10 die. Either
I thought
that
he was
or do
gonna
it
be
on Beyond.
nice. I thought the game was
Do
gonna
it
be
on
nice
Beyond.
to say we're there, but no.
No.
You're
Well,
Steven
see-
more familiar.
Steven,
no.
did you drop Zone of Truth or just leave it up?
I stay up. I don't
Okay.
care.
Cammy hasn't spoken. then.
Awkwardly standing.
What are you
in
gonna
the
do?
truth.
What are you gonna? What do you gotta hide, Cammy?
Anyone can ask Maldor questions.
I
He doesn't
know,
even realize he's
I
in the
know
truth right
your
now.
truth, Cammy. You like boy.
Oh my god! That couldn't possibly be true. Who told you?
Pulls out a
How
knife.
did
and
Willow
fucking
react
holds you
when
up.
with Maldor being so uppity about going to fight?
How did
Do
who
what?
react?
Willow's still there, correct?
Yeah.
Does
How
Willow
did
not
she
know that
react about
Malador likes to
Maldor
fight?
wanting?
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
how
well,
did she react about that?
go ahead and make a perception check before I answer that question. Because there's been a lot of chaos going on.
I get a 15 plus 6.
You look around and Willow's gone.
Oh, no wonder. That doesn't surprise me. Fuck.
And as you're looking around for Willow, you see walking in the direction that Trock went 1, 2, 3 sets of footprints.
Yeah, Maldor doesn't care anymore.
You also look around and Nellie's gone.
That stupid bitch! Maldor says that out loud. That stupid bitch!
No way. Malador doesn't care. Oh, this person's got his will. Fuck.
Don't fuck with the man's horse.
Yeah, Willow took Nellie during all the confusion and
I'm gonna make
followed.
a final call to
Oh my
Gladys.
god, she got Nelly in the
Gladys,
horse.
it's me. I don't know how you're doing out there, but we're about to go to a big battle, so warship would be definitely needed right now.
What'd
We
you roll on
need
the
gunk
D100?
cannons. We need Gladys's gunk.
We need the snot rockets.
It's not rockets.
Oh, I was thinking a war battleship where she's been upgraded and gone.
So you don't hear. Okay, so it's kind of like static on a TV screen when it's not connected properly and blasting through your speaker system. You feel the connection to her grow and grow and grow almost to the point where it's like insufferable, and then at the same time just be torn back out. What you read from that is that she is still alive.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, where she went while she was damaged, she can't come back.
Got you.
You feel the connection, like she's trying to push the connection into you, and it just immediately gets torn away.
She's in an AA meeting.
Yeah,
Airship Anonymous.
Merida, what did you roll?
47.
Okay.
One of my
Campaign
favorite.
2, here we come.
So yeah, she walks up to the book, says, "Are we doing this or not?" Puts her furry paw
I
on
walk
it,
up to the book.
and she vanishes into the book.
Well, I'm holding her, so what does that make? Do I vanish too?
You said you let her go.
No, I didn't. I
He
never
did
said I
not.
let her go.
He actually didn't say that.
I never said I let her go.
He insisted that he was carrying her around that whole angry interaction.
Give me a strength check.
I want to go with her if that
Her
helps.
over there to let her do this.
I think this is a
Maldor had
strength
every
check.
intention.
I think this is a strength check to like hold on to her. If you fail, then she's gone. If you hold on, then you're going with her.
Yeah.
17 plus 17 plus 10? Yeah.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gone.
They both just disappear into the book.
Where'd they go?
Okay, I love you. Bye.
I have no idea.
What the?
I came for what I wanted. Good.
You got an extra.
Well,
We just go back to your
you
village.
have a teleportation spell open on your book. Your book
Yes,
that you use to cast spells out of.
correct.
Your book.
Yes.
Your
Well-
teleportation spell.
I don't know. This teleportation spell doesn't seem like something that I conjure. It's almost as if the book does it itself. At least that's what I've gathered.
Well, do we just touch the book and try to find out where they went and hope we ended up in the same space?
Yorick, you hear a familiar voice in the back of your head.
Is
You know it answers to 2.
no, that is true.
What's true?
You didn't hear. Oh, right.
No, I've been the only one talking, and I didn't even say anything at that moment in time.
Just a gentle reminder that this book works for 2.
To what?
It answers.
Fucking dumbass.
It answers
To-
to 2.
2 people?
Yes.
Who are the people?
You've got to be kidding me. This is Minar's greatest moment.
You and who else?
And then, as we just witnessed, as well, she's been the only one that has been able to really interact with it. Everybody else just kind of. It's almost like a regular book to everyone else.
Can I try?
I mean, you can try.
Okay.
I'm gonna go touch it.
I'm gonna go touch the book and think really, really hard about the Clarilondo Empire.
You touch the book, and it's a book.
I'm gonna touch.
It's broken.
You just don't have the touch.
No, it's broken.
Mr. I write books. You should.
I know that I write the books. That's how I know it's broken.
Yeah, he's the book expert. I think your book's broken, York.
I know a thing or two about books. This one's broken. Needs to go into the shop to be fixed.
Orc definitely had a witch to slay.
Starts slapping the book. Yep.
Yes, I've tried turning it off and turning it back.
This
tried-
baby needs some work.
Opening it-
Has it been 10 minutes since we cast Zone of Truth? Has
Looks
it
like
dropped yet?
Looks like it's leaking some
It's
blinking.
been about
fluid.
10
I don't
minutes,
know.
yeah.
Okay.
What do you have to hide, Cammy? Hmm?
Listen, Yorick has done everything. He unplugged it, he plugged it back in, he bent it over and smacked it. It's just not cooperating.
Have you reset the
Right.
Wi-Fi router?
Mm,
Even
That's
got
probably
a
it.
new
We are in the
Wi-Fi.
middle of nowhere.
Yorick, give me an Arcana check, please. Oh no, not Arcana.
It's magic related. It'd be Arcana.
It's more knowledge. Yeah, it'd be wisdom, not Arcana.
Wisdom.
Just straight wisdom.
Yes,
Wisdom
right.
check. Just add your modifier.
Okay.
Oh, the cat moving.
I'm gonna use that.
Lydia.
15.
Okay, that's more than enough. You know, based on how this particular spell works, it could be up to another day before you can cast it again.
Oh my god.
Well,
Looks like we're getting a one shot, me and you, Merida.
And while you guys think about that, we're going to go over to Merida and Malador.
think me and her are
um,
getting a one shot.
So you two get whisked away by this teleport spell because Merida just decided to go up and make her silent command.
with
Merida, what were you thinking about?
Honestly, food.
Oh my fucking god!
Okay.
You guys are gonna have a shopping episode while we have to walk to fight a war.
Okay.
Watch as they struggle to figure out what to order at Taco Bell.
Please put us at Taco Bell. I think that would be the greatest plot twist ever.
In normal human society.
That would make
All
so
the
much
modern
sense.
society.
Okay. So as if Merida had died and gone to heaven, she appears not really knowing where you are. You look around real quick, and Malador looks around real quick, and you guys think you might be back in the Empire, but you're not entirely sure. It is a section of the city where everywhere you look is food carts and restaurants and meals ready to eat and buffet, like Vegas style buffet, stretched across tables for hundreds of feet, and people in just like white chef coats and big tall hats just ready to serve and cook and serve and cook.
I'll just kind of turn her to the side, look at me. Well, you think what I'm thinking? Let's go.
You got the good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Let's fucking go.
I pull out the gigantic brick.
Yes.
He still has the brick that he bought while he was with you, Merida. Yeah, he still has it.
And I still have the pipe he gave me. Let's
Mhm.
fucking go.
Okay.
Let's get high and get fat.
Guys, there's an army approaching.
Okay. So you guys.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys are gonna go get high and fat. All right. I am going to say, attack rolls at this point are going to be a disadvantage for both of you. So luckily you're not in combat yet. Okay, so you guys have your like holding hands and skipping down the street and musical montage where you like
Yes!
you both notice two
I
separate
just
tables.
clicked the down button on the good stuff a couple times.
You both notice different tables that have the food you want, so your hands break apart and you go over to those tables and stuff your face until it's like just bleeding and drooling down the front. Reconnect with hands, skip down the road a little more, and you're smoking, and you notice one of the vendors is like really fine meats and really fine fish, and then homemade alcohol, like top shelf to it's not going to taste good, but it's going to get you fucked up quick. And then homemade that doesn't come with a name or ingredients, just like this creepy, like hunched over, old gnomish fellow, like wrinkles down his face, crow's feet, bald, but even the top of his head is like wrinkled in, like the guy hasn't drank water in 20 years, and just these like beady brown eyes. He's just hunched over this desk, and he's got I mean, it may as well be a giant like silver planter or mason jar that just has an X across it, like the kind of thing that you really don't want to touch. And next to those are just giant mugs that he's just like he's got this wide like toothy grin, but he's like missing multiple teeth. And he's staring right at you as you skip by and just pouring this alcohol into the cup. And as it goes in, like you can see steam rolling off of it as it touches the cups. And he's just watching you two skip by, trying to lure you in.
You have no idea where my brain went.
No.
You have no idea where my brain went at all.
Malador doesn't talk to
Sit
creepy
there saying
people
he's got a bunch of
offering drinks
Just
that are
my
trying
brain
to root you
immediately
down.
went.
For once, Malador is actually smart.
Yeah, Malador doesn't want to
Imagine
get
that.
roofied today.
Imagine that. He doesn't want to end up in the basement.
Oh my God! So Malador is actually turning this down.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, I'm not getting roofied today.
Insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass along. I'm good. Thank you.
I'm not getting roofied. No.
You don't look like you got some good hygiene. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, what happened to your fucking teeth?
So as you guys pass, there's literally two more that are coming up right behind you. They go right past this table and grab the mugs,
You're gonna get roofied.
leave a couple coins on the table, and start just running down the street, drinking as they go.
They're gonna be dead in about an hour.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
One of them And I mean, it's like a
We see a
24 ounce. It's like a 24 ounce. One of them drinks it right down to the last drop, throws the cup down onto the ground. You see him take about 5 steps and just like a green thick smog just and like the body is still there, but you see this just like big, like thick, hard to see through cloud just puff right out of him and start flowing up into the air.
That's why I didn't drink.
And as it dissipates, the hair on his head is spiked all the way up like he just went through electric shock. And he turns to the young girl next to him and, that was awesome. Let's get another one. And just goes back and grabs another cup.
Poor man.
Yeah, it doesn't seem healthy.
It doesn't seem healthy, and if we aren't already losing brain cells, that was enough for me.
We should try to find out where we are.
That's probably a good idea.
All right. I don't know if Gummy over there will help us. We could probably find someone else.
I'd rather go talk to. How about we go talk to one of the people in the fancy chef jackets?
Oh, well, actually, if this is the Clarondo Empire, we could go find my father and my mom. Oh yeah, you've never been here. My mom and dad's alive. Apparently, they've been here. Yeah, we could go find them. They're probably down at what was the bar called that they were at?
The Blue Heaven.
I was gonna say the Blue Heaven. I mean, they should be down at the Blue Heaven.
Why not?
Okay.
Something else better to do, and
I mean, that seems like the best people. It seems like the best people here to go find.
Yeah, I don't really want to stick around and see what else Gummy creates.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. He's definitely up to no good. Let's just go.
Okay.
Gummy.
One of you make a survival check with advantage to see if you can navigate through the unknown city streets and get to a more
what's your survival check?
I'm checking. Give me 2 seconds.
Mine's a +1, so if you have anything better than a +1, you go for it.
Give me a sec. I have a +3, so.
Go for it.
Okay.
Roll with advantage, dearie.
Okay. Why do I put these away when I know I'm just gonna need them again? And fishball.
I love when this shit happens, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. So Merida, not spending a whole lot of time in the city. You were here for the gladiator games and the weird orgy that Malador caused.
Right.
And a couple of other things, and then ended up taking the teleportation circle home. Then you got torn back in to go to the temple, and then you got torn back now. So you really didn't spend a whole lot of time, very many days here. Just knowing that you could come here if you wanted to. Yeah, I mean, it takes you like the better part of an hour to navigate yourself through. You are very high and you are very distracted by all of the different smells and meats, and just the unique variety of people. There are alcohols around that you would enjoy that I know Merida would very much like to just take and drink. A lot of people in this area, I'm literally like the streets of Vegas. You see people just like taking them off the tables, leaving the money and running away with them. So there's no policy, so to speak, against walking around drinking it in and out of buildings.
I'd say Malador's dragging around like a child.
And I mean, you guys are also like walking and smoking, which there are literally every age group you can imagine and multiple different races, from like small, just looking at like 5 years old to elderly, be like hard to walk, are smelling what you guys are smoking. A couple of them actually like coming up and signaling that they'd like some, or smoking their own. And you guys just kind of like signaling that you know each other.
I'll hand out some.
After about an hour, Okay, so you just like go around
I'll be nice.
like fucking.
We'll
Gotcha.
probably
Like
here's drugs. It's cool.
like
Got here.
like
Take this. Gotta go. Here.
like Mr. Nice Guy and Half Baked. You're just like handing out little samples of everything that of the brick that you got, as if you don't have enough. And oddly, another thing that you guys notice is even like the authority here, like anyone that like when you first arrived to the Empire and you guys saw the guards, they are even indulging on this street. You see a couple of them that like their helmets are tucked underneath their arms and they've removed part
Do
of
I
the
notice
armor.
that those are the Clarilondo Empire helmets and people? Is
Yeah,
that a dead giveaway we're here?
Yeah, they're easy to spot.
So then Malador would know where he is in order.
Yes, at this point, yes. At this point, yes. You do see like one of them has the helmet tucked up underneath the arm, and they've removed part of the armor for like a more casual look. But even they are drinking and eating as if they're off duty but on duty at the same time. And again, after about an hour, you navigate yourselves through a couple of buildings and down a couple of alleys, having to step over some people that passed out or just chose to sleep where they were, until you reach the main city street of the Empire. And as you pop out, the front gate is to your left with the wall completely manned and armed and ready to go. This main street is full, shoulder to shoulder, row after row after row after row of soldiers. When you guys first arrived to the Empire, you barely saw anything to do with an army here. It was like one, maybe another over on the food street, one, maybe another here. It is 10, 10, 10, 10, just rows and rows and rows from the front door all the way to Emperor Dorm's castle. That entire street, maybe 5 feet between each row. Okay, yeah, you guys are high. So how would you want to pop out of the alley? Like, are you coming out making noise? Because you wouldn't notice what was going on. You're going through the alley, you're dodging over people. Like, you're lucky you're not tripping over people going through the alley. So Malador just pops out?
Yeah.
Okay. So Malador, you're going to pop out. And you know at this point, you like your eye catches the front door. So you're like, okay, Blue Heaven's that way. And you pop out and you run straight into the shoulder of one of these armored troops.
Sorry, guy. I'm going on heaven.
That's holding like a big ass spear and has a shield mounted on their back, and you kind of bump them. And they look over at you and they have this like really dark gray plate mail armor and the helmet that just has like the T going across, and just like looks over at you and then looks back forward.
Hey, buddy. Do you know where I can find Talon, or not Talon, Antolon? Antolon Isafar. Usually he's in the Blue Heaven. Please. Thank you. In the heaven. Just give me a shake. Okay, go fuck yourself. All right, come on.
Okay. So you
Did
guys
he point towards the Blue Heaven?
He just pointed behind him, which what you know is that direction will lead to it, but he just did this.
All right, we'll go to the Blue Heaven.
Okay. So yes, eventually you guys do find the front entrance and the steps leading up to that entrance of the beautiful Blue Heaven.
I'm not allowed back in here, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
The doors are open. It is quiet.
I'm gonna walk in.
Last time you guys came here, it was hustle and bustling, very loud music and playing. When you walk in, it is one person sitting up at the bar wearing like a tank top type of shirt, pair of shorts.
What's his name?
Who?
The guy with the dog. I don't remember his name.
No.
Okay, because he ran this bar. It was his.
I know.
He's gonna walk in. Maldor's gonna walk in.
Okay. Yeah, there's like there's one person up at the bar and there's one person sitting at a table.
I'm gonna go up to the bar.
Okay.
Hey.
He's just like puts down another drink. Uh-huh.
I'm looking for my father.
Who the fuck are you?
Antelon Isafar. He sits here every day.
Well, not every day, because he's not fucking here.
Well, no fucking shit. Can you just help me, please? This is really important.
Who are you?
I am Malador Isafar.
Good for you. Never heard of you.
You're better at talking. Can you just help me?
No. And she's just gonna stand in the door and just
Okay, listen, man. I will give you 300 gold if you help me.
When did he get rich? I thought I was the rich one.
What was that name again?
Antelon Isafar.
Show me the money.
He pulls out 300 fucking gold. He's serious.
Still never heard of him.
Then no money. Malder turns and starts to walk.
Okay.
And there was another guy you said?
Yeah, another one like tucked in over at a table.
Going to him.
Like 5 empty drinks around him, passed out on the table.
Fuck.
Very, very dead in here.
Where's your... fuck. This is fucking useless. Are you just gonna sit there and do nothing, Merida? This is... I'm not the smart one here.
You're the one that was looking for your dad. Or your mom.
You have the good idea usually.
No longer dead. I have no idea. I was brought here via a book.
Yes, I know. Speaking of, why are they not here? Where are they?
I'm gonna guess that they're a little bit lagged behind. Considering
right.
the only one that was smart enough to actually touch the book.
True.
Yeah. Don't chicken at me while I'm in the middle of RPing. Fucker. God.
All right. I'm gonna try the drunk. Maller's gonna walk up to the drunk. Bam!
Not very nice.
Wake up! Bam!
You're leaving hand marks. He's like bleeding at he's sleeping.
Same.
He slams the table.
You noted like the first one, you had him come up and bash his head against the wall and he leaned back down. The second one, he bashed his face into the table. And then like showed little signs and went back out. Like every time you hit him, it wakes him up for a second, knocks his ass back out. Like when you drop him out of the chair, same thing. He's out.
Kill this man.
All right, Merida, let's just go.
All right, we're going to rewind an hour. What are the rest of you doing? So we are back at the point, quite literally, where you just saw Merida and Malador zip through the book. Steven and Cammy both tried. Nothing happened. Yorick recalled. It's a once a day thing, maybe. And that is where you guys were. So what are the rest of you doing?
Are we just gonna start walking?
I guess. I mean, what other choice do we have?
Not like any.
Yeah. We don't have a ship. We don't have a teleport. We don't have a horse. We don't have a dragon.
I had a dragon.
I'm sorry,
Ah.
Yorick.
That was really messed up of him.
What
Right
do you
after
think would happen if we cut that hand off?
Can I keep it?
Sure. What if we cut it off and gave it to Yorick?
What if?
'Cause
Yeah. What if?
Zafrax was his dragon.
Think we can? How do you think we can magically remove a tattoo?
All right, guys. Well, I think we can have this conversation while we walk, and Garrison's gonna put his wings out. All right, who wants a ride? Because we gotta go. We gotta go. Let's go.
Here's a rope.
All right, grabs onto the rope and starts flying. And he's fast. You're like a.
I'm
balloon.
gonna get back down on my hands and knees and look at Yorick and go. Just kind of look at him.
I'm a saddle up.
This Big Spoon Little Spoon BDSM is brought to you by My Sensual
BDSM?
Secrets. Check out our link in the description. Oh, you don't know what they do. I do.
We all.
Listen, he puts a harness on Vidar and everything. Gives him a choke collar with a chain, puts a harness on him.
The harness has
He just
Vidar
sat
on
down
it
on
and
him.
bedazzled jewels.
There you go. Right down on the small of your back like a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
All right. And
I'm gonna.
all right, so Cammy's up in the air. He has Cammy and DB. Vidar, you've got Yorick. What about Steven?
I guess I have to walk.
Oh.
Right,
Can I-
'cause Garrison's got. Well, actually, no. Garrison could take Steven and DB because Cammy is a rope, so he'll just hook it to his belt.
Yeah.
So he's got you both. All right. So you guys pick up and you start going. I need one of you to roll a d20.
Let Balloon Cammy do it.
Let me do it. I have not been rolling well tonight.
Good.
I can't wait for us to get.
We're gonna
Right.
die while they're eating. That's a
big.
7.
And then we suddenly have a Cammy balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
That'd be wild.
That would be
It would
funny.
be insane.
Okay. You rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Love it. All right. So you guys soar up through the air. Well, I mean, it's a weird question to ask because Vidar and Garrison are the two that are flying. Vidar and Garrison are the two that are flying. But Vidar, do you want to focus on flying and have Yorick make the perception check, or do you want to do it?
Yorick's perception is a lot better than mine, right?
I have a +9 and advantage.
I have a +9 and advantage as well.
So, and my question is, who is helmeting?
I will just focus on flying and
Okay.
let Yorick kind of just be the lookout because he's kind of just chilling right now.
All right. Oh, by the way, because we completely fucking forgot about them all. Steven, Silver is gone,
Oh,
and Latha is gone.
where'd he go?
Did Latha go with Trock?
You guys didn't ask. The only one that asked where a person was Malador. That was Willow. He noticed
know
she was
what?
gone and his horse was gone.
We have money to get or save the world.
Well, so much for getting that reward. They all just left.
Yeah.
While you guys weren't paying attention, and there was a whole lot of conversation about becoming a dead guy, they all took off.
Okay, that did not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you listening?
yeah.
We were talking about what we were gonna have for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
My vote is wet bread that I flavor like eggs.
My vote is
Garrison
a
will roll
roasted
as well.
ham.
Oh,
Oh, I guess.
Mine is
Garrison.
Nature's Choice mulch.
Who rolled the perception check?
Oh,
Soul cast. I have enough. Should probably save my spell slots until after the fight.
Yeah, you did use one on Zone
21.
of Truth.
21? Okay. Garrison rolled a natural 1, so he is just enjoying the wind right now. And to that note, Garrison is actually going his full 140 Cammy. So
Yeah.
yeah, I need a strength check from you to see if you can hang on, unless you tied it
I've
around
tied
yourself.
it. I always tie it
Okay.
around.
So you are
Yeah.
so depending on what you're doing, you are either bending backwards or you're bending forwards, because he is going his full movement, 140 feet every 6 seconds, just blasting off and enjoying the wind, not paying attention to a damn thing about what's going on. Yorick, you get a couple of flashes through your head of what you saw from the upcoming army, particularly the very like real but puzzling idea that Ellenwyn Crow is still alive, along with someone that you've heard the old members of this team talk about but never actually met on the same wyvern. And then the flashes start getting closer until her face is right within your view. And it's that weird ear to ear, quite literally, razor sharp teeth smile with those deep seated, beady red eyes. And that laugh just echoes through your mind. And this is while you're flying on the back of Vidar. I love saying this. While you're riding Vidar.
Well, Yorick's natural reaction is he's gonna jolt and jump as soon as that last image flashes.
Jump like off, or just jump like you're scared jump?
Like just like that real quick jerk.
Okay. Yes, Vidar, all like he was falling asleep and dreamt of falling. Just all of a sudden on your back, you just feel him jump out of his seat, technically.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of look over my shoulder and just be like, you good?
Just a terrible vision.
Okay.
I'm fine for now.
All right. Is there anything that we need to know about what's ahead?
Other than the fact that Ellenwyn Crow is leading the charge. She had a strange little creature with her. Looked like an octopus.
But I was gonna look back straight ahead and just go, okay.
Something seemed more off than usual about it.
About the octopus or about the situation?
Well, yes. Both of them. It just... We all saw Ellenwyn melt.
In our timeline, yes. But there was another one in the other timeline that we were stuck in.
That's true.
And
She didn't seem as sinister and corrupted and evil as our timeline's Ellenwyn. almost like a polar opposite.
Well, if that octopus is there, like you said, then that matches Elwin's MO of using past people that have been associated with this group.
This whole situation is just very poorly timed.
We'll get through it, bud.
Cammy, how long is this rope that you have attached to Garrison?
I think it's 50 foot, unless it got cut, because 50 foot of hempen rope is like a whole thing.
50 foot? So as you're being like jostled through the air, you have time to do one thing as you watch Garrison quite literally disappear from your sight.
Oh.
Like you're still being pulled.
What are you looking
Like he disappears in front of you.
Into nothing? It looks like nothing?
Looks like nothing.
The rope is disappearing too?
Yep. You have time to do one thing. Do one thing, say one thing.
Guys, Garrison's gone! I'm scared.
So as you guys are talking, you hear from Cammy, guys, Garrison's gone, and by the time you look up, you don't see either of them. Because remember, he was really far ahead.
Where did they go? They're gone. Why is everybody?
Yeah, Steven, you wouldn't have even noticed this because you're like you're in the arm of Garrison. You wouldn't have even noticed that he disappeared because you were right there with him. Cammy noticed because she was dragging 50 feet behind him.
Wait, so I'm floating in the air right now?
No.
No, you're being carried.
You're being carried by Garrison.
But
bridal style.
We'll get to you. Don't worry. Because the only two remaining are Vidar and Yorick. So as you guys are looking around trying to figure it out, you just continue going further and further and further until eventually, once again, Garrison, Steven, and Cammy all come into view, continuing to be pulled through the air. And a very, very familiar sight to behold. You're in a round dome room with an endless amount of doors in every direction.
I fucking hate this bitch.
And a giant clicking grandfather clock in the middle, about 100 feet up, and clicking loud enough to where it feels like it's pushing in on your eardrums. There are long 100-foot, like concrete, 100-foot long, about 10 feet wide, concrete slabs that lead up. And as you're looking down at one of them, you look up, and to your left and your right, there's another one, and there's another one, and another one. Merida and Malador, as you guys go to exit the Blue Heaven, you walk into this strange round room that is very familiar to both of you.
I don't close the door. Simple as that.
So,
I don't close the door behind me.
As you guys are going through the air, you look up, and right above you on the path, like looking up at the bottom of their head, is Malador and Merida. But to you two, you're right side up. And to all of you guys, you're right side up. But when you look at each other, you're looking at the the bottom of each other's head. That's how the illusion. That's how the room is working. You all think you're right side up and have to look up at the other group. But every path leads to this giant grandfather clock with hundreds of doors, like endless amount of doors around this room, and just click, click, click. Steven's never experienced this room before. That was
No, last time we had this, I was playing Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did get to experience the clock in the house where he found Cammy.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember that.
Oh, not this.
You guys have had such great luck with clocks.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yeah, considering the last one nearly squad wiped us.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if it had, and then
Uh,
I just stayed in the room.
Second part.
I love getting splinters.
You can get splinters from like anything.
Malador, you don't close the door to this room or to the bar. As you cross through the threshold, you stop just in time and you don't shut the door. But as you look behind you, the image of the blue heaven is starting to fade.
Ah, fuck. Fine. He walks through.
Okay.
Just can't beat easy.
And you hear that familiar cackle echo throughout the room as the voice just bounces off the round dome and travels around as if it's being forced into your eardrums.
We've killed you once.
I'm gonna
Do it again.
I'm gonna immediately ready an Eldritch Blast. My hand's gonna just start crackling with that black green energy.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready a swing with my sword.
Okay. There's nothing around to hit yet.
Yeah.
You guys are as Vidar and Yorick, as you guys flew into the threshold, you were immediately pulled down to this long concrete slab. Same thing with Garrison, Steven, and Cammy. The moment you guys passed through this, whatever this was, you were yanked right down to the ground. So now Garrison, Cammy, Steven, Vidar, and Yorick are all on. Well, no. Garrison, Steven, and Cammy are all on one. You look straight up and you see Malador and Merida. And then you guys look to your left and you see Vidar and Yorick. So there's three different groups. Where you guys are standing from your perspective, you are right side up. And when you look, it's like the top of their head and the top of their head. But you do see, as you're looking around this round room, you guys are in three different groups on three different paths, all leading up to this clock with just an endless amount of doors.
What happened? Where's here?
Garrison kind of lets out this sigh. Fucking hate this woman.
Come on out, dragon.
Just remember.
Yeah, it takes a minute, so we're not in combat. So just a minute goes by, and boom, she's out.
Okay. So yeah, you see Merida. You hear and see Malador just kind of hold his hand out and say, "Come on out, dragon." And the hand starts to react the way it did before, with the tattoo projecting off the hand. A very frustrating minute later, the new form of Zaphrax pops out.
Ah, buddy.
Wait a minute. Can I? So they're above me, right?
Yes.
Can I jump and see what happens?
You jump and you land back on your feet.
I'm still floating.
No, you were pulled down. He still has the rope tied to the belt, but you are on your feet.
Okay. Can I cast levitate and just see what happens?
You go about 5 feet off the ground. feel very, very heavy. Like you go 5 feet and you feel very heavy, and then you go another 5 feet and you feel even heavier.
What do I see when I look down?
Your feet.
But like on the floor, like what's the floor?
No way.
It's a 100-foot by 10-foot concrete slab.
Okay.
When you let Zafrax out, she does kind of like look around and puff a little bit, and you see the acid come out, and she just it kind of looks like she gets that like young pep in her step, and she just flaps the wings and starts running toward the end of the slab and puts her front 2 feet and just looks down.
What do you see?
Just sprays more acid out around the place. Shakes.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Jumps up and tries to fly, gets pushed back down. Jumps up and tries to fly again out of frustration, gets pushed back down. Tries it one more time and literally somersaults forward and just falls off the edge of the slab.
Into what?
Onto yours.
Onto ours.
Yep.
Huh.
Zafrax
Outdoor
just like
seeing this is going
like
for
in a
five.
rolled ball just falls right onto the end of your slab. As if that was the one that she had jumped off of. That's where she lands on yours. And then just shakes. It turns around all confused.
Okay,
Outdoor's
so
also gonna jump now.
where is the grandfather clock located in this?
In the middle of the room.
Like,
Is it
can I go touch
actually-
it?
Is time passing on it?
You notice
Why
right
haven't we
now.
even set
You
it on
notice
fire?
right now that I mean, it's literally set up like a clock, but there's no divots on it that tell you what the time is. There is one hand pointing up where the 12 would be, and one hand pointing where the 11 would be.
Have they
Can
moved?
anyone set
And it
this
just-
on
Have we
fire?
gotten here? Is it?
It's
Every
down to
minute?
like it's down. Well, no, it's down to like one more click before the end.
York, can you set it on fire, please?
I got it. I'm gonna throw.
Did you say you jumped off the edge?
Yeah, I jumped. I jumped off the edge
Okay.
to do what she did.
Give me athletics or acrobatics. Vidar and York, what are you two doing? You literally, like, from your perspective, you see the dragon Zafrax. It like she jumped off of one and appeared on the other.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So you dive off the end of it. So Merida, you watch this dragon somersault. You watch Malador just run up and jump. And on the one where Stephen Garrison and Cammy are, Malador, you see his hands just appear on the edge of the slab as he catches himself and pulls up.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I don't like it here.
Okay, set the thing on fire, please.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Here.
gonna-
Huh! He's gonna throw
Or-
a
At it.
inventory.
You're throwing what?
He's gonna throw his,
I'm gonna throw
his alchemist flask at
Blast
him.
that.
Eldritch Blast, and what are you doing?
Alchemist flask.
Which is just the item to set shit on fire.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember
doesn't it set it on Alchemist Fire?
Fireball.
Alchemist Fire is different than normal fire, isn't it?
Okay, so Yorick, you're throwing an Eldritch Blast from your...
Alchemist Fire is like napalm.
Yeah,
It sticks, and it does a lot more.
yeah.
I remember what it did.
That's
to
what
that
I was
one
getting
guy
at.
in the alley.
I don't have to
that
make a roll.
All right.
do everything about us.
You still have to make
a.
a roll to hit, basically. Roll a d20 and just add your dex modifier. 'Cause
Natural 20.
You're not proficient with throwing shit. Okay. Well, we got Garrison, Cammy, Steven, and Malador.
And I rolled a 27 to hit.
Okay. Malador, roll a d4 for me.
Okay. Okay.
And
Gonna do the fire back.
Yorick, roll a d4 and
3.
call it.
D4 odds or evens.
We already said what
Yep,
number
call
we
it.
got.
Oh,
Evens. That's an odds.
Okay. Does the alchemist flask have damage to it?
Yeah, it's like a
lot.
2d6 or 3d6 or something.
I think it's 2.
I didn't read it. I deleted the item.
From experience playing Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's 2d6.
Alchemist flask, fire. Yep, it's 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 a 1d4
Oh,
Oh,
Kinda
interesting.
shitty.
at the start of each of its turns. Yeah, it's a d4.
4.
Okay, Steven,
Yes,
you
sir.
watch Malador throw this flask
This
at
is
the
one of the
clock.
special alchemist flasks he got from what's his name? From his weed guy, if that helps any.
Yep, I know. You see Malador throw this flask at the clock. It literally seems to send this white wall across the clock. The flask bounces back and hits you square in the chest and
Go
breaks.
fucking figure.
You take
So-
four
Go fucking
points of
figure.
fire damage.
So I'm on fire now.
You are on fire, which will be a d4 every turn until it goes out, which doesn't take long, but still. Yorick, what did you get?
So how much am I taking? 8?
Oh,
can I use
rolled-
prestidigitation
I
to
rolled-
snuff out the
rolled
can.
odds.
fire?
And you called evens?
Yeah, I called evens and rolled odds.
So roll the damage against yourself.
Mr. DM, how much damage am I taking?
Just 4.
Just 4?
I put you out.
So-
I don't know if you can be put out that way. I think it said something about being put out something special.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
I haven't used these very often.
Okay.
Well, this is the only one I had.
I do also have shape water.
A creature can end this damage by using its action to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames. So just make a dexterity check.
Oh, bad.
So create water.
I don't have create water.
I got a 7.
You got a what?
I got a 7.
Okay, take another 4. Yorick, whatever that damage was, you lob the Eldritch Blast at it, and the same white wall reflects across it and bounces right back at you.
Can I insight check the clock if I'm getting like
clock.
vibes from it?
Sure, why not?
Well, that didn't
An
work.
8.
It just looks weird.
All right,
Fuck,
I'm gonna
strike the
start running
time, yeah.
towards it.
Merida, what are you doing? You're the only one on this slab now. Malador left, Saphrax left.
I'm just kind of diligently watching at this point because 1, I'm high. 2, obviously I have watched Malador yeet something at it and it yeeted it back.
Mm.
And now Yorick has thrown something at it and it's throwing it back. So I'm just kind of watching from a distance, not necessarily preparing anything. I'm just kind of watching to see what exactly is going on in this situation.
All right.
Because I'm watching everyone just attack, and I'm like, just because we're in a weird area and a weird thing, it's just something about these guys attacking everything. So I'm just kind of watching.
Merida's put up with enough of this bullshit. She knows how this goes.
Kind of gonna sit there in the doorway and watch, like, from there, just be like,
Why? All right, Cammy, you go on a full-on charge towards this thing. There's 2 things that you notice right off the bat. Number 1, as your last step touches the edge of the platform, it looks like it could be 5 feet to the clock, 10 feet to the clock. It's very difficult to know how far it really is. The closer you get to it, it seems to come closer and also pull away. It's a very kind of weird optical illusion. The second thing that you notice is the moment your foot touches down, those two match up. Last tick. And that clock the part of the clock starts to emit that same white glow. I need Garrison, Cammy, Steven, Malador to give me dexterity saving throws, please.
I'm good at this.
I get a 13
I'm not good at this.
plus my.
Okay, I'm good at
need
this. I got a
hope.
25.
Cammy, I would love one of those rolls.
The only one I have is shit now, so.
Well, I rolled a 2. If it's better than a 2, I'll take it.
Now that you've told me, I can't do it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, nope. It's got to be. She can't. Oh. Oh, yeah. Garrison took all that fucking damage going through the puzzle. That's right. And you guys haven't long rested yet. But
There was an army approaching.
I know that
Got rushed.
that pesky moral compass just gets in the way. Dex save. Ooh, shit, that sucks. Sorry, Corey. I'm rolling shit for Garrison today.
Corey.
All right, so
This is what happens when.
Cammy,
17.
17. All right, you passed. No damage. Steven?
25.
No damage. You're good. You literally it feels like it's trying to literally burn away at the essence of what makes you you. Not physical damage, but spiritual, if that makes sense. Like it's trying to reach in and literally dissolve who you are.
I hate this thing.
Malador.
3.
3. Okay.
Oh, wait.
How much health do you have right now?
111. I have full health.
That's more
Okay.
than enough to meet power word kill. This does not appear to be. Well, I mean, it still could be power word kill because I think doesn't it just do damage? Otherwise,
No. Power word. Oh yeah, if you're below 100 health, it just kills you.
it kills you. But if you're over, isn't it roll damage instead?
You know what? I'm gonna confirm that.
Oh, you
Why
don't
are you
have
doing
to.
power kill, fucker?
Because I feel like if you're using power word kill, it's not just gonna not take, you know.
No, this one is.
This one is gonna not take.
Mm-hmm.
So Malador's fine.
Oh,
Yep. Okay. Yep. No damage on this one.
how
I
far
don't take
would
damage.
Yep.
If you are below 100 health, it would immediately kill you, but you're above, so you're good.
Yep.
Let's go!
And the rest of you made your saves.
Oh,
Crazy.
oh, my class saved my life.
Now, keep in mind, this spell's not supposed to have a save, but the way I put this one, it does. Otherwise, some of you would be dead right now.
This is twice Malador survived power word kill.
That was
Twice.
disintegrate.
That was disintegrate.
This is twice he's survived.
No.
Death.
Oh, well, an idiot.
Yeah, that was disintegrate.
Yeah.
But yes.
Get your death spells right. Come on.
Yep. I designed this one with a save because most of you would be dead right now.
Yes. Very.
Uh-uh.
Nah, I'd live. I would have survived Pompeii.
You would have survived Pompeii. And Garrison would be dead right now. Like, deader than dead.
I mean, Garrison's already dead.
Yeah, no, but he-
Even
but-
die. He's
Yes,
a
he can.
vampire. Oh,
Yes, he can die.
You can't die.
He can, in fact, die.
That's silly.
So after that blast through Yorick and Vidar, you guys noticed that as well as Merida. This like long white cylindrical beam shoots down this path. And thankfully, when the dust settles, everyone is still on their feet.
I have not stopped running.
I'm okay.
I know, but well, no, I said that you reached the end of the path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as soon as your foot
End of
touched
the
down.
path.
Yeah,
The
end
clock
of
is still.
Well, the clock now, the one hand is up at the 12 still, and the other one has gone back to the 10.
So-
It was at the 11 when you looked at it
Yeah.
before. Now it's back to the 10, and
It's
it just
still a distance away from me.
yes, it looks like again when you ran up to it, it looks like it was getting closer and further away at the same
Yeah.
time. And you look down and you can't tell the distance. Like it's literally it. You can tell. It looks like it's designed to make you think you can jump and reach the clock, but you don't know if you can.
I want to do an Arcana check to see if I recognize that spell.
Oh, the one that just shot out? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm just immune to that spell?
No.
19.
When you're at full health.
Oh shit.
What'd you roll?
19.
Yeah, it was power word kill. It was, you recognized it as being one of the power spells, but instead of being verbally uttered, it was enchanted into this clock.
That checks out.
Hmm.
And Cammy, you're seeing at the edge of this that apparently every time those two hands line up,
Obviously. I've put 2 and 2 together. I know what numbers are. I'm gonna jump.
Know what numbers are?
you're gonna jump.
Yes.
Okay. Are you getting a running jump or just jumping?
Well,
Do I see Cammy doing this?
I would probably do a running jump.
Okay. So you're gonna back up.
Yeah,
Running jump.
slightly.
Give
It's
me
yeah.
athletics or acrobatics.
Can Aldor do it right beside her?
It's 10 feet wide, probably. Could fit 2
I
people.
am
it's-
rolling.
Yeah,
shit.
let's just
That is a-
we're both doing it.
12.
That's a 12? Okay.
Yep.
So you go to get a running start, and you kind of like bend down track style and start going. And you feel you like at the starting point, you feel your foot kind of slip a little bit. You stumble just slightly, but you get your bearings. You're just not going as fast as you would like. And you jump off. And you just kind of hover there for a second.
Don't look down and you'll stay there forever.
And you're just kind of looking up at the clock, but it feels like you're falling, and then it doesn't look like you're falling. You're just kind of sitting there.
I'm gonna cast
Yorick,
Levitate.
Yorick and Badar, you see her falling.
I have to let my
I'm
cat.
going to hobble over and attempt to catch her.
Okay.
I mean, Maldor was already
I've
running and did
casted
the jump.
Levitate.
Do what now?
As soon as it felt like I was falling, I'd cast Levitate.
As you cast Levitate, you literally land into the arms of Yorick.
I float gently to the ground. So, just,
But gravity doesn't work the way it normally does here.
You guys hear a click from the clock.
Oh.
What do you guys
Alright.
want to do here?
So now we've got Cammy, Vidar, and Yorick on one, Garrison, Steven, and Malador on one, and Merida on the other. Okay. The doors from each of the slabs, from the 3 that you guys are on, the door that you entered in, willingly or otherwise, those 3 doors open.
where do they? Can we see the other side?
Just looks dark.
I'm walking in.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'll go after him. Or wait, is he on a different? He's on a different
He's
platform.
on a different one. Yep. So Malador's walking, Cammy's walking.
Oh,
gonna
And then
try
Merida,
and-
yours opened as well, but you're alone.
If I see Malador going into one, I'm gonna try and get to where he is.
Are you going to try to jump onto his slab?
Yeah, to get to where he is.
Okay. So you turn around and jump off the current one you're on?
Sure.
Okay. So you you jump and land on the next one up.
Which is the
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
mhm.
So you guys came in on this one. Merida's over here. Vidar and Yorick were over here. Now
Did she
you're
go
over
in the
here.
one?
And
I don't
Malador
know.
was
Malador's down here.
okay. Then I'm gonna jump a couple more times till I get there.
Fair enough. You just like start playing fucking leapfrog. So as Cammy is playing leapfrog, Malador is walking toward the entrance, and Merida's trying to figure out what she's doing. Cammy, every time you land on one of these platforms, the door opens. Until you get back to the original one that you were standing on before. And what walks out of the entrance is a gray-skinned, sunken in red beady eyes, long ear-to-ear smile with razor-sharp teeth.
No, thank you.
Is it gummy?
And a gown that goes from shoulder to below the feet.
That'd be hilarious.
The figure floating off the floor, carrying a staff in one hand that has a deep red ruby on it. And what appears to be an octopus draped over the right shoulder. And this figure walks out of every single door. Because Cammy touched each platform, the door opened. Yorick, Vidar, Malador, and Merida. This is Elwyn Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
see her. I turn around.
There are
Oh my god.
there are now 6 of her.
I am so sorry. I did not mean to react like that. Your appearance is very disturbing. Ma'am?
And as if like a cacophony or a cascade of her voice wraps around all 6 of them. One of them looks right at Yorick. We meet again. And that voice just echoes throughout the 6. The octopus jumps off of her shoulder, scurries up in front of her, and transforms into the very familiar Golden Zenthus.
Of course.
Are
And
there
that's where we're
6
going to
of
end
them
tonight's
too,
episode.
or-
Yeah.
Was that just the one octopus, or are there 6?
6 of them. That's where we're going to end
We're in
tonight's
a
episode.
mirrorverse. That's why there's multiple of them.
Well, I don't know who these people are. I know Zenthus, I think.
I
'Cause
don't
that
know
was
who
the
any
whole,
of these
the
people
whole
are.
shit.
Except for I know
I
who
don't know
Ellen
this fucker.
is.
Yay! I love it.
I'm tired.
Hi, tired. I'm Cammy.
Hi, Cammy. I'm exhausted.
I thought you
exhausted.
said you were tired. You
Right?
lying
You gotta.
liar.
No wonder why you're so tired. You keep changing your name.
Yeah,
Stop doing that.
that takes a lot of money.
I
Takes a lot of money and a lot of time to
money.
keep changing your name.
I'm changing my name again.
All right. I mean, it's getting there, guys.
My dragon's gone.
Dude, he took your dragon right after your dad died. And that is the most
Right.
fucked up
Horrible.
shit.
Thank you very much for watching. For those of you that came into the live, if you didn't catch it
Yes.
here, the recorded version will be put up on Friday. Seriously though, without you guys viewing this, we wouldn't have all the sponsors that we have. I didn't put any in. That's all into the Anus Talk pregame. But the links will be in the description below. Go ahead and go shopping. Lots of really unique Christmas gifts, depending on what you're into or what you're.
Dog food, underwear, sex toys, audiobooks, and I don't remember the last one.
Sounds like your average
Energy
Saturday night.
Food boxes.
Oh,
Food
food
boxes.
boxes.
Yeah.
Snacks.
That you can. Food boxes and travel.
Food
Yes,
boxes
international
and
food
dog
boxes.
Food.
Um,
Food.
books, sex
Food
toys,
for
and,
your mind.
and jock straps.
Food
Um,
for the bed.
Your ears.
and
But yes,
more food for the
Thank
bed.
you for watching, and we will see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.